Here we go again. The dreaded hotel ballroom. Not just any hotel ballroom, but a ugly ballroom smacked between two other ballrooms. Now don't let that discourage you just yet. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter Mokri, a Dallas-based DP and gaffer with a 1-ton grip van. Now today's video is special because we're going to focus on the key light. Now normally when I'm hired out as a gaffer like I was on this job with my van, I'm providing all the lighting, but the DP Ryan insisted on bringing his own key light. I was like, okay, let's see what it's all about. Now what's really cool about this setup is it's a single stand book light. That's right, just one stand. You set the stand up, you put the light on it, and the book light setup is all attached to the light itself, which makes it very easy to travel with. It's actually two big 7-foot umbrellas sandwiched together, and then the light is right there in the middle. It makes a beautiful, big, soft source that is very pleasing to the eye. Now I'm going to show you this whole breakdown with the key light, the edges, the fill, everything put together, and show you the results. So let's get into it. We're in this interview setup today. Ryan hired me out to come do a hotel room setup. So we're in a conference room. It is ugly, it is blah. So he decided on adding a nice background to the setup. We had two backgrounds. We kind of changed them up to get a different feel. So we have a 9-foot seamless behind me. We also had a blue earlier with a little bit of a slash the day before, but now we're on our gray background. So we have a big, nice key right here. It is a 7-foot umbrella. And what it is it's a Hudson Spider shooting into an ultra bounce, and then that ultra bounce umbrella is bouncing back and going through a diffuse 7-foot umbrella, so giving us a pretty much a book light on one stand, compact. The Hudson Spider itself comes out a little soft already, so then it's hitting that soft diffusion and then, or the bounce, and then it's coming out through the diffusion. What we have is we have an edge over here, and then we have a little bit of an edge here coming from the side. And then behind me where I'm sitting, there's actually a tube that's giving us a nice gradient on the background. So that's all of it coming together. We're set at 3200 Kelvin overall for everything. And what we have to the left of me and right side of frame is we have an ultra bounce that's flipped to the black side, giving us some negative. So that's where we're getting that dark look. So now I'm going to turn this way like I'm getting interviewed, and this is what it would look like. So you can see a big difference when I go this way looking at you, straight at the audience. You can see the difference, and even looking at the tight angle now, how much the light changes. So it's a matter of just a couple inches, millimeters sometimes on how it looks. So when you're looking off camera, that's what you light for, and you adjust the wrap. Now one of the things that you will deal with is with this big source, it's spilling everywhere and it may oversaturate the background. So off to the side here we have black floppy, and it's cutting some of that spill from hitting the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of these lights and show you how they're playing in the space. So the first one I'm going to cut is the background. If you haven't already, this would be a great time for you to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this single stand book light setup. So we have that. So let's go ahead and turn off the key and see what that looks like. So the key is completely off, and then I'll fire up that background back, and that's how that's playing. We have this edge here, which this is not very common. Not everyone does this, but it's kind of carrying the wrap of that key light. So you can see how much all that's doing. Now we turned off this edge back here, and this one, now we only have the one coming from the side. And then if we turn that back on and that back on there, and that edge one is off now, and you can see what it's doing in the space and how it's all coming together. And then now it's just that edge. So you can see if you separate things out and build them up, you can see how everything comes together. And so now we have the key and everything comes to life. You want to build things up throughout the day. Ryan is telling me,
couple percent here, couple percent here, fine tuning it. They may have darker hair. They may have more hair. They may be wearing a darker shirt. Shirts matter because I'm wearing black. I'm going to look totally different from someone that comes in wearing white because it's going to kind of give them an uplight and a reflection underneath. So all those things are factored in, and you want to fine tune it, but you also want to keep it smart and keep it the same as much as possible to limit the look from getting too drastic. If someone has really dark hair, you don't want to shine 100% of the light on them just to illuminate it, because whatever hits their skin or some other parts will be too bright. So you fine tune it to make it all come together. So that's the look, that's how it comes together, and it's nothing too complex. We were both able to set it up very quickly. In all honesty, we have our key light, we have our edge hair light there, we have something for the background, and then we have another tube here, 4-footer. So these are Amaran T4C, and then a T2C on the background, and then we have the Hudson Spider as our key, and we only have it set to about 55%, so not even full output. So we still have range if we wanted to go brighter. But what's really great about these newer cameras is their light sensitivity is so high, you don't have to blast the talent, and it's just so blinding that they can't see. And that's something to really factor in. Yes, you could go brighter, but do you need to? It's not necessary. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate everyone that's commenting down below, liking, sharing, doing all that jazz, even subscribing to the channel. And just a quick reminder, YouTube says click on some of this random stuff here. It's kind of required. If you don't do it, they will actually shut down my channel, or at least I think they will. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.